this whole place. Don't let the fact that he's Earth not bother you. He can't help it.
What do you think of the colony? Pretty great, huh?
It's rustic.
That's what we're going for. Rustic.
I'm guessing you have questions.
There's a lot of prefab materials here. And shuttles.
Some of it was gear we had stored away on the Nexus.
The rest we sort of stole when we left. Not like anyone was gonna stop us.
How long has the colony been here?
Since we left the Nexus, after the mutiny.
Just like that? Leave the Nexus, start a colony?
We're Krogan, kid. We can live anywhere.
Could have parked our tails on a volcano and handled it just fine.
The plants here. Where'd they come from?
Ever since the clan got here, Vorn and his assistant have been working hard on the greenhouse.
We built him and Hark some pretty fancy digs. Lights and everything.
New Tachanka's plants grow way better than the ones back home. Way less radiation.
You seem at home here, Drac.
And you're not getting any younger. Ever think of retiring?
The day you dig my grave, old-timer.
Sad honor that'll be.
How do you know Drac?
We mined together back when our quads had barely dropped.
Now I just can't seem to get rid of him.
I'll talk to you later.
Still not selling you ring coal. Nice try, though.
What's it like living out here?
It's no paradise, but it's easier than Tachanka. Back home, stepping outside during a nuclear wind could tear the plate from your skull.
What's Rincall?
Krogan alcohol, like drinking a live grenade. I distill it myself, strongest in the galaxy.
That's impressive.
Not really. I'm the only distiller in the galaxy.
Remind me to stock up.
What made you pick up and come to Helios?
I was sick of living on a dead planet, watching my people tear each other apart. Hitching a ride on the Nexus was a chance to start over.
But you left the Nexus.
And built this. Best decision the Krogan ever made. Just wish it was on better terms. Not wise to burn bridges out here.
What was it like traveling on the Nexus?
Don't know. I remember Solarians packing us into cryo. Some of us needed a double hit to fall asleep. Then, nothing. Suddenly we were here. You want to know more, ask Barrack. Says he woke up mid-journey and lived 50 years alone on the Nexus.
He has to be lying.
Probably. Good story, though.
What do you have against selling Rincall to humans?
Spent too much time babysitting humans who think they can stomach it. Fact is, you can't. Maybe it won't kill you, but it'll leave me a mess to clean up.
I bet I could handle it.
Typical.
That's all for now.
Back to it.
Think we'll have to go back to Ania?
No, the deal was for 500 gallons. away from mortal.
Yeah? You want to play the heavy for a criminal? Why come all this way? You could have been a pet back on Omega.
I'd love to take down the worm.
Don't be stupid.
So you're the human Pathfinder. You look different from the pictures I saw.
You probably saw pictures of my dad.
Your dad? You replaced him as Pathfinder?
It's a long story.
Haven't really kept up with Nexus news. Enough trouble to occupy me here.
Scavengers?
Amongst other things. You seen the Flophouse yet? That's where they get together. 80% shacks, 100% trouble. I'll give you the nav point so you can avoid it. Or not, as you choose.
Tell me more about the Flophouse.
It's a loose collection of shelters where some scavenger gangs gather. They knock each other around, drink, and then when they're all riled up, run raids. And if you get close when they're hungry, well, that's how I lost a liver and gained a limp.
Have you had much trouble with scavengers at the colony?
Not yet. They're not that stupid. A bunch of squishies against 100-odd Krogan? Give it a little time. Resources run low, they'll get desperate, and who knows?
Thanks. This information will come in handy.
Just trying to help. Be careful out there, Pathfinder.
Better to live for myself than to see this place go the same way as
Mortis says we don't answer to anyone.
Pathfinder, when you travel, do you meet many Angara?
Sometimes?
Have you met one named Lieta?
I don't think so. Why?
She was a salvager, made runs to Eladin all the time. When she landed, she would always stop here first. We climbed the dunes together, took in the view, talked for hours. Lieta had a hard time in this heat, so I said I'd make her a cryo bracelet.
Were you two, you know?
We were friends. At least I thought so. One day she just stopped coming. I don't know where she is, if I'll ever see her again.
Tell me more about Lieta.
She's adventurous, optimistic. Her jokes could make a Krogan blush. In a place like this, she stood out. I think she'd stand out anywhere.
You think something happened to her?
She could have taken a new job. Maybe she was sick of Eladin. But if there's even a chance she ran into trouble, I can't stand not knowing.
I could track her down for you. Make sure she's okay.
There's a salvage runner at the Paradise. She might know something.
I would like that. If you find her, will you give her the cryo bracelet? Tell her she can use it to visit me again. Thank you, Pathfinder.
You seem different from the other Krogan?
My father called me a Solarian in a Krogan body. Supposed to be an insult. Joke's on him, though. I like Solarians.
Sounds like Helios was an easy choice for you.
New galaxy, new life. Not interested in being a merc like my father, or battling it out on Tuchanka. I almost didn't want to be packed into cryo for the journey. Wanted to see the whole thing.
Would have been pretty lonely.
Never been bothered by loneliness. The views would have been worth it.
What are you doing up here?
Looking. Back home we didn't have time to just stop and look.
Is life that different here?
It was all about survival. Here we don't have to fight so hard. Of course, the older ones still think they have to fight. Maybe it's just in their blood.
They'll come around.
I should get going.
You see that worm? No one can land a scratch on it.
Barter station. Gently use ship parts. Gear.
Nice weather, isn't it? Too hot. Makes my plate itch. Well, look at that. Not one of those damn scavengers, are you?
I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
That's worse. Look, you want to buy? Talk to my seller. I hired him so I don't have to deal with the customers.
The Nexus is paradise compared to this. You don't want to go back? Even a little?
So we can be your attack dogs again? Get treated like dirt until we finally fight back? This is no different than the rebellion back home. Only time we get respect is when we take it by force. We were stupid to think it would be any different here.
You talk like you saw the rebellions. You can't be as old as Drac.
What's that supposed to mean? I was born during the final year, just before the Turians hit us with the genophage. My father died in the fight on Canrum. Took 24 Turian guns to drop him. I'm glad he didn't live to see us riding in cargo on the Nexus like pets.
Bet the scavengers are crawling all over the salvage you pick up.
Not too bad. I picked my scrap out in Ataraxia, where squishies like you can't handle the heat. I don't get too close to the flophouse. Scavengers gather there like insects. Can't defend my salvage against those numbers. Look at me. I was a warrior, and now I fight vermin over a junk heap.
I hear you woke up on the journey to Helios.
That cryo wasn't enough to keep me down. Was alone for 100 years before we reached the cluster.
I thought it was 50 years.
50, 100. It's all the same when you're living on nutrient paste.
I should get moving.
I'll be here, selling junk. Should have known Mortar would take over.
Levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
temperature range, Pathfinder?
Welcome back. I can't believe the terminal has gone missing. Just cleaned my armor and it's already dusty.
Just stick around. See how it plays out here.
No promises.
See if we can get in on the action.
I'd rather stay here, thanks.
You call yourself pro? You go Iraq and his team trying to fight.
Drag.
Got the orders from Morda. We're cutting water rations again.
I don't like this. Won't take much more. For now, we do what you say. Rome, fight it. No mercy. Say it quickly. No mercy. Get away from her.
Ran into some of those scavengers on patrol.
Come on. Hey, Nexus, back me up. The initiative did cure the genophage like they promised, right?
Not a cure. They've made some good progress.
Barely. There's no point in getting our hopes up.
It's our duty to populate the colony with strong, not more offspring. Am I right?
Have you tried having kids before?
Of course. Before the journey and after and often. We just need to keep trying.
Doesn't hurt to try.
It's easy for you to say. Your children don't die in their eggs.
You need to listen to her on this one. Maybe back off a little.
Don't you want a few little ones running around?
You know I do, but I'm not setting myself up for heartbreak. I'll consider it when the cure is actually a cure.
Ignore Team Rinko. Double your creds with the blood thrusters? Got your winning ticket right here. So, you in?
All right, I'll take my chances.
You know, I got that eye. Knocked it out, shackled it, and shoved it in my... Gotta say, trying to pilot with that thing. Not mine. You've got an instinct for this, Pathfinder.
Raven or Brank?
Quiet. Anyone tells Morda I'm talking to you and I'm kicked out.
Last thing I want to do is jeopardize the Nexus or this colony.
Me neither. Or Clan Ravenor. Or Clan Jorgal. Or Clan Erdnot. Some in Clan Nakmor, too.
Okay, got it.
Did you see the crashed ship as you landed? Morda's after the drive core.
Why? That's remnant tech. She can't activate it.
What are you talking about? She's building a bomb.
With a drive core as a power source? Sam?
Dangerous to those handling it, but, in the end, very possible.
Demolition teams have been busting down walls for months, battling those robots and scavengers. Lots here want peace with the Nexus. If Morda gets that drive core, boom, it's over. Now get away from me.
Thanks, Brank. Damn, that Team Wrinkle's cheating.
Sorry, Pathfinder. No outsiders in the family quarters. Even the most reckless human isn't going to attack a robot.
Got the orders from Morda. We're cutting water rations again.
Got a couple of scavengers sniffing around the perimeter. Took them out.
Been out of the Sea of Ataraxia? Pretty wild out there. Been clear. Fireworks outside.
If you head out worm hunting, let me know. I'll plan your funeral.
Heat levels increasing. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. I detect above normal temperatures.
That's a crashed remnant ship.
Detecting deep seismic activity in this area.
That thing is massive. I wonder what brought it down.
Wanna bet we're gonna run into a bunch of angry remnant?
Yep.
Well, keep your guns out.
Scavengers have been trying for months to get salvage from this place. Watch out, that's a field of death.
On to the next one. Good job.
Pathfinder, your shields will not withstand this for long.
We need to find a way around this.
Pathfinder, your shields will not withstand this for long.
We need to find a way around this.
Pathfinder, your shields will not withstand this for long.
Cut him down.
Good job.
Enemies!
Enemies on your six.
That was fun.
All right, now on. I love this squad. Firing up. All right, now I'm pissed.
Here they come! Think that's it? We need to find a way around this.
I think we're done.
We'll have to scan for the rest of these. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scan.
Watch out! Remnant!
Eyes on remnant.
Let's see you deal with this! Enemy down!
That should complete the glyphs, Pathfinder. interface failed, Pathfinder. It appears that was incorrect. The interface failed, Pathfinder. It appears that was incorrect.
If Morta wants this derelict's drive core, what's her plan to get in?
Morda, with her bare hands. Also explosives, probably.
Judging by the pile of dead Krogan, scavengers didn't like her plan.
This still works. Any theories about this ship?
You mean the crash? Scourge fried the guidance system, or maybe everything.
That's a safe bet. But where's the crew? What happened to them?
And where did they come from? This ship suggests they aren't from Helios.
Place isn't functioning as well as we thought.
If that also means the killer bots, I won't complain.
The drive core's not here. Someone's been here, but they didn't come in the way we just did. Couldn't have.
The ship has to be cracked open somewhere. There must be another entrance.
That's what we get for coming in the right way.
So who has it?
Scavengers? Gotta be.
I agree. Seems like the most likely culprit. We just have to find our way out and track them down.
Should probably scan for clues first.
I don't think these belong here.
Flares? That's not remnant tech.
The intruders must have entered from this direction.
Remnant here!
More flares. Seems like the right direction.
Very kind of these thieves to leave us a clear trail.
Pretty handy. I hate to get lost in here.
eyes on them.
No wonder about the dead scavengers. Not surprised they're getting their asses kicked.
You on this.
So this is how they got in, whoever it was.
Wasn't Morda who took the drive core. If she knew about this entrance, they wouldn't try to break in.
Finally, back out into the bright, scorching light of day.
In a place where it's never not day.
We've got a lock on your position. Sending down a forward station. Suvi, Sam's uploaded a signature from the remnant drive core housing. Can you trace it?
Tricky from our position. It won't be a full scan.
Give me whatever you can. We need to find out who stole it.
Scavenger scum.
Okay, think I've got something. I've updated your nav system.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder.
Got some fiends here.
We're sure this is the right spot?
I'm sure.
Perfect. How come the right spot is never by a quiet pond or in a field of wildflowers?
I cannot pinpoint my scan until we are closer.
Let's go. Fiend steak for supper.
I detect above normal temperatures.